What is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to Behind the Days. My name is Jacob. This is episode 1. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the show, for listening to us. This is exciting. I'm really excited to start this with you guys. This show has been probably a year in the making, and I say that as in I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then to actually getting this stuff and actually doing it probably took about a year. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is episode 1. In this episode, I kind of want to give a little background about myself just because I will be talking to you guys. I think you guys deserve or should know, I wouldn't say deserve, but you guys should know a little bit about me. And then I also want to discuss kind of why I started the show and what the meaning is, like behind it, kind of what you guys should be expecting with each episode. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's just dive on in. So like I said, my name is Jacob. I am 25 years old currently. That does change as the years go on. It does increase, not decrease. But yeah, so I'm 25. I'm currently going to school for business management, working full-time in sales. I got 2 parents, which if you guys do the math, it does take 2 people to make you. So I got 2 parents. I got a younger brother who is actually in the Navy. So salute to all the servicemen and women that are serving the country and, risking their lives on the front lines and helping us be where we are today. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody who has served in the past. I really appreciate it. My dad was in the Army back in the day. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I also got 2 dogs. I'm a huge dog person. I'm a big animal person in general. But if I had to pick, dogs would be the number 1. I know people like to debate whether it's dogs or cats. I gotta say dogs. I'm sorry to all the cat people. I like cats. I love cats. I think cats are adorable. My allergies, on the other hand, do not like cats. So that's why I don't like cats. I mean, I don't really know how else to explain it. But I got 2 French bulldogs. I got a 7-year-old. His name's Louis. I will pop up a picture right now if I get all the editings and everything down pat. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you should have seen a picture of Louis pop up. He's adorable, isn't he? Please comment down below if you guys agree with me or not. And then behind him, coming in second place, is my 2-year-old. His name's Chewy. Same thing. Pop up a picture. You guys will see him. Chewy's freaking adorable, dude. Chewy is my baby. He is spoiled rotten. But big dog person. When we go out of town, we drop the dogs off at the kennel, and I have to say hi to all the dogs that are there. Sometimes there's 10 to 14 other dogs there, so I'll walk around, I'll pet them and stuff. But no, I'm a huge dog person. It's just something about them, dude. It's just bundles of joy when you come home. They act like they haven't seen you in forever, so they just love on you. And after a long day at work or a long day at school or something, that's what you need, You just need a big bundle of joy just meeting you at the stairs or at the door, wherever it is, I love them. Oh, I will always have dogs. Um, but if I'm not working, if I'm not at school or doing school work, homework, um, I'm either hanging out with the homies or listening to music, drumming. I like to drum. I play the drums. I've been drumming since I was 5, 4 or 5, somewhere around there. I'm not gonna say I'm the best or anything. I'm far from it. There's a whole lot of better drummers. I just enjoy it. Um, Skateboarding. use I used to skateboard a lot more than what I do now. I more cruise around the town, um, like on my skateboard. I might hit a couple ramps here and there, like when I'm out of town. I always gotta when I'm in, especially when I go to Florida. They got free skate parks everywhere, so I gotta take my board and I gotta at least hit the skate park at least once. And I don't even have to do any tricks as long as I ride up and down some ramps, man. I'm cool. I could do that all day long. Um, but music, sports, and just chilling, just relaxing, just enjoying life. Um, that's that's really it. That's all I do in my free time. Kind of have a boring life sometimes, man. Kind of feel like an old man. Sometimes I'll come home at like 5:30 after coming from the gym and after working and everything, and I'll be tired at like 7:30. I'll fall asleep at 8, and then I'll wake back up the next morning at 5. Like I feel like an old person sometimes, but I'm not old. Like, sometimes if you have like old people habits sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Um but that's just a little bit about me, guys. As this show goes on and we will talk about next, I feel like you guys will learn a little bit more about me. Um I'm not saying like this show is going to be me. But you will just learn a little bit more, like behind the scenes type shit. Um, but that kind of brings it down. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here real quick. Kind of brings it down to um, basically why I started this show and what it means. Um, and kind of what you guys should expect from each episode. Hopefully you guys benefit from this. If not, then it's kind of just like an online diary, so my future self can look back and be like, "Damn, I was smart." Nah, I'm just kidding. Um, but so for starters, I don't even want to talk about this podcast. I got a whole separate brand. It's not really separate. It's in the same ecosystem as this, but it is the main reason why I started this show. I got a clothing lifestyle brand, however you want to see it, called HAPPYDAZE Co. And I thought about this concept or idea for a brand like 3 years ago. I have to look it back at my Instagram, but I posted something I want to say in 2002 or not. Fuck. Sorry, 2002, 2020 or 2019 that I'm gonna start a company, and I had a whole bunch of different ideas. Um, the first idea was called Happy Sad, which I thought was a great idea. And I just kind of sat on it for a little bit. I never actually did anything with it. Didn't have like any shirts, didn't have really an idea of what the brand is. It's just I wanted to start a brand, and that's what I wanted to call it. And as time went on, Um, the thought of having a brand, having a company stayed with me, but the um, the name, the logo, everything else kind of changed over time um, into kind of what you guys see it today. Happy Days Co. Um, and I I started this. I thought about starting a company because um, it just sounds fun. Like I don't really care about making all this money that some slim number of entrepreneurs make. Um, I don't really care about, honestly, the fame or anything like that. I just want to grow something that I believe in, um, and that I think is worth sharing with people. Like, I don't care if I lose money on this, like this show, the brand, whatever. I just want to, like, I don't know. I just want to put something out there for people to enjoy that I know is good. And if I make it and it goes by what, and it kind of correlates to what I stand for, what I believe in, then I know that it will be good. Um, so in 2020, I wanted to start a company, like I said, and then it changed. And then I thought of the idea of Happy Days Co. I want to say like 2 years ago. So I've been thinking about this brand idea for about 4 years. Almost going on 4 years, okay. And I thought about Happy Days Co. because um, the first name that I was gonna do was Happy Sad, and it was basically the same concept, same idea that what I have now is just the name change. Like I don't want sad to be in the name. Like that's not what this show, that's not what this whole thing is about being sad. I don't want to be sad. No one wants to be sad. So why would you wear something that's sad? So I thought about Happy Days Co. So Happy Days, people interpret it people interpret it in a couple different ways. When I first told my mom about the idea, because I ran everything past her, when I first when I first told my mom about the idea, she thought it was about getting high, about like drugs and all that. Yeah, we'll talk about drugs because that's part of my life in my past. Um, but that's not anywhere towards the meaning behind like everything. Like Happy Days is um, basically just people, not people, just basically the idea of just always seeing the positive in any situation that happens to you. Now I understand that there's certain situation that's it's harder to see the good in, but as time goes on and as you um, grow as a person, I feel like you can look back and be like, oh shit, I was like, thank God this happened to me back then, because if this didn't happen, then I wouldn't have caught this, and this, and I would have been on a completely different path, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like if you take a bad situation and always look at the bad in it, it will always affect you in a negative way. No matter what situation it is. You could have stubbed your toe last week and your toe still hurts and you're like, damn, my toe hurts. I can't do anything. My toe hurts. I can't do anything. Like, that's looking at the negative negative side of it. But if you look at, uh, let's say, a different situation, but then you look at it through like a good, like it's a positive view. Like let's say you miss turning in a homework assignment or something. Okay, well you should look now and be like, well, now I know that I need to work on my time management skills, or I need to prioritize better. So you got a life lesson out of that experience. And it's a positive one. Yeah, you didn't turn in an assignment, so you got a 0 on the test, or you got a 0 on that assignment, or whatever. But you learned something along the way that will help you in the future. Like, you know what to expect next. So now you can look out for those situations. Um, so that's kind of, not kind of, that is what this show is about. I want people to look at life in a good, like, happy lens. I have spent from 7th grade all the way to probably my senior year, if not all the way up until like probably 2019. I looked at life through a dark, sad lens for some reason. I still have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out. It's part of the journey that I'm on, I guess. I don't want people to feel like that because it sucks. I don't want people to look at life through that because it sucks. Because you miss moments in life when you feel like that. When you feel like everything is bad. When you feel like everything is against you. And with this brand, I just want people to, just when they wear the clothes that I have, when they have the accessories that I'm thinking about, when they're just like supporting the brand, I just want them to remember, hey, life's not bad. It doesn't matter what your situation is. You can always improve a situation. But you can also decrease a situation, or devalue a situation. I really don't know what that word. I'm thinking of the word, but I can't think of it. Like, there's a word that I'm missing, but hopefully that makes sense. Like, I just want people to live in a happy days. That way, even if a bad situation comes in, they look at it and like, yeah, they may not see the good in it in the present. They may not even be remotely thinking about, oh, man, I'm so glad I'm going through this right now. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna be so happy in like 2 months when I forget that this even happened, and all this is fine. Like, I don't know. Like, I just want people, I don't know. Because I know, no, I don't, I do know. I need to quit saying I don't know. I'm just using filter words right now. I'm just trying to think of how to explain it. Like, in a bad situation, when it happens right there in the present, I know people do not look at the good in it. And that's fine. That's just human nature not to look at it, not to look at the good. We are naturally designed to look for all the bad, all the bad possibilities, all the different scenarios that run through our heads. We are designed to do that. So when we try to look at the good in all the situations, we're kind of going against our human nature. Because as we evolved, I mean, yeah, weapons have gotten better and stuff throughout the years, but like back in caveman times, they were getting hunted while they were hunting. So the predator was the prey as the prey was the predator. And each time something bad happens, it just wires in their head. And as we evolve, our brains are always looking for the next bad outcome so we can always prepare and stuff. And that's helpful, but if you get stuck in that bad way of thinking time and time and time again, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help your brain rewire. It just doesn't help anything. And I don't know. I just kind of want to be a reminder to people that it gets better. Life gets better. Yeah, bad times happen and bad times still do happen. But I feel like if you don't keep moving, you'll just get left behind. Because time doesn't stop. Time doesn't stop for anybody, for no situation. And that's just the name of the game, baby. Evolve and keep going. But why I started this show is because I kind of want to give like life lessons that I've learned in my past that's helped me in the present and in the future. And I also just want I just want people to learn from my mistakes. That way they know that these situations could happen to them. Because I know we all don't share the same experiences. Like when they say history repeats itself, history doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes. It may seem similar, but it's not the same thing. Like World War I was not the same thing as World War II, if I remember correctly. I'm not good with history. But, like, this same situation may happen to them, but it may be similar, but just a little bit different outcome, different environment, different people, whatever the case may be. But if you got the foreshadowing of a event that could happen if you think your life is on a certain track or whatever the situation may be, then you can kind of gauge where you're at, what to do, all of that. And that's kind of why, that is why I started this show, Behind the Days. That way, it's kind of a behind the scenes of the brand of Happy Days Co. And give you, and as the show goes on, as the brand goes on, and as we grow, I will just tell you guys when clothing drops. That's probably going to be in the openings, and then each episode, I feel like is going to be beneficial for you guys, the listeners. Because if it wasn't beneficial for you, I wouldn't be doing it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this is probably the 5th time I have recorded the first episode. Like, I have a couple other, I got maybe, I don't even want to say couple. I got like maybe one other episode recorded. So I got 2 episodes recorded. But I had to re-record this episode because there's just so much with this brand, and it just means so much that I want to get the message across, like what this is about. Like I told you guys, I don't care about the money or about any of the notoriety, any of that. Like, that's not why I started this. I started this because I wanted to grow something and I want to help people. I feel like this may help a lot of people, or it may help one person. As long as I help a single person with anything that they're going through, like whether it gives them a little food for thought. Like, oh shit, Jacob said this in this episode, and I'm kind of noticing it now, and this is what he did. Maybe I need to do this and try to spin it in this way or whatever, you know? As long as I gave you guys more tools in your toolbox for life, then I'm set. I mean, that's all I care about. I just want to help as many people not feel sad, not feel depressed, not feel just shitty, really, about life, about things that they may have gone through, about different situations. I just feel like if people embraced the bad, because you can't have good without bad. People embrace good times all the time. Like, that's what not just Instagram, but that's what social media is. Social media is basically a highlight reel of everybody's life. And that highlight reel, 99% of the time, just includes good stuff. Yeah, it may include, like, some bad things too, but who knows? I'm just saying, just generalization of social media. It's really just a highlight reel of people's lives, their vacations, their new house, their new car, their new this, new that, their whatever the case may be. And I may sound like a hater. I'm not a hater. I hop on social media all the time. I don't post often, which I think I need to get better at if I want to do a brand. But personally, I don't post often because that's just not who I am. I'm a quiet person. I don't like a lot of people in. That's why I am very passionate about this show and why I want to do it, because it's not like me to actually want to put myself out there on the internet where millions, billions of people can look, judge, and see me, when that's not really the type of person I am. But I just feel like this message, the meaning behind everything, is just a little bit like above me. Like I said, I'm not doing this for me. I just felt like this was a good idea, and I'm running with it. If I fail, I fail. Fuck it. I tried it though. I'm not gonna look back at my past and be like, damn, I wish I tried it, and I'm 50 years old now and I'm just too behind on the technology and stuff. I might as well do it while I'm young. But I don't know. I just know every day is not social media worthy, and I feel like sometimes people forget that we're all human. We all feel the same emotions, and you're not crazy. You're not weird if you feel a certain type of way, because, like NF said, there's a million or billion people just like you. He said that in his song, Just Like You. You should go listen to it. It's a great song. But I don't know. I just feel like hard times are good. They're necessary. I don't want to say they're fun, or I shouldn't have said they're good either. I feel like they're just necessary for people to grow as people, and just for us to get more inside of who we are and who we are capable of being. Just because I want people to reach their full capacity on their life, their full potential. And I can't really practice what I preach if I don't step out of my comfort zone and do this episode, do this show. So that's really it, guys. I got a lot more to talk about, but with this being episode 1, kind of just want to keep it a little simple. And as we go on, you guys will learn more and grow more. Hopefully, you guys, hopefully you guys grow more as humans, and you guys reach your full potential in life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. Feel free to check out, if you guys are watching this and hearing this, that means the website's live right now. I wanted to drop everything on the same day, so please go check out the website. It is happydazeco.co. So happydazeco.com. Feel free to follow Happy Daze Co on Instagram at The Real Happy Daze Co, and feel free to follow Behind the Daze on Instagram as well at Behind the Daze Pod. We are working on getting an email if you guys have topics, have questions, suggestions, whatever the case may be. We're working on getting that up and running as well, so hopefully that will be either in the description below, in the description of the podcast on Apple, or wherever this is. I'm not really sure yet. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1. It really does mean a lot that you guys want to go on this journey with me. But I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Go live life in a happy daze. Love you. Peace. What is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to this episode. This is recorded afterwards, obviously. But I just want to give you guys a little update. We did get a new website. It is happydazeco.com. It's not .co anymore. We got it changed, a new domain. It's perfect. Follow Happy Daze Co on Instagram at The Real Happy Daze Co with a period at the end of it. That's where you will find all the latest news and stuff about the brand, about new drops and all that jazz. Follow Behind the Daze. Follow Behind the Daze at Behind the Daze Pod on Instagram, and follow this new thing that I just started, which is going to be in the next episode or a later episode. Follow the Happy Daze Network at Happy Daze Radio. This is something that I kind of want to start and that I'm kind of working towards. But more information on that will be provided as time goes on. This is a work in progress. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening and showing love. I really appreciate it. Go live life in a happy daze. Peace, baby.